Okay, guys, it looked like we fell right into him. Looked like we fell right into him. I'm running 8 poles. Guys, and we're going to do a figure 8. We're just going to stay right in this area. Look at this. This is why you have to have your drag set when you're fishing for crappie. Especially this time of the year, big crappie. This is why. Guys, I'm running that white knight. Hopefully I can turn you guys so you can see me. I can't even do anything. I can't even bulldog this rascal. Let me turn you around so you guys can see. He's going exactly the way he wants to go. Now right now, if I had an extra marker, I would throw it out. Because they're right in this area, right in here. Make sure you guys can see. Let me turn you around. Pull you down just a little bit. There you go. Now listen, I had to take my time with them. Let me turn the motor off. Anything big, any big crappie, I'm not going to keep. Oh, let's see if I can get this rascal here. Oh man, it's a big crappie. Big crappie, guys. Big crappie, guys. Big crappie, guys. He's going back. Let's see if I can get him. I'm trying to kill the motor at the same time. I'm doing too much. Boy, this is a big crappie. Let me get him in. We got a little junior size mess, but we're not going to worry about that. Guys, this is why I've been screaming from the rafters about fishing with that white knight. Why it catches, man, I can't even lift this rascal. Ah, my guys, this is a big, big crappie. This is probably one of the biggest I've caught this year. Let me see if I can get this rascal in here. Let me get him on the boat, and then I'll worry about the tangle. Oh, let's see if I can get this rascal out of here. Whew, man, let me get this hook off. Let me get this hook off. Oh man, it's a big crappie. Guys, right before the camera came on, I missed another big one. Let me show it to you. Let me get that off. Okay, get that pole off. Let me get this tangle undone. We're going to do figure 8s right here because I missed 2 back to back to back. Bear with me for a minute. Let me get this rascal off of here. There we go. Come on, big boy. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to go right back over across that body of water. Let me push you guys back. This is why I've been screaming from the rafters, guys. Let me turn the motor off. And again, I'm not keeping. Not this big rascal. Let me push you back. Oh, bear with me a little bit, guys. Bear with me a little bit. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna have to start once again bringing my tape measure. Ooh, man, oh man, oh man. Guys, this is a big crappie. This is probably one of the biggest I've caught this year. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, that white knight. Listen, I think we caught it with the white head. I'm gonna do a U-turn and I'm gonna do a U-turn. God, look at the thickness. Oh, guys, let me show y'all the girth on this rascal. There ain't no way I would keep her. Even if I was to keep her, she would go on the wall. She's too big. Look at that. Look at her stomach. Look at that. Guys, this is one of the biggest crappie I've caught this year. Let me show you the mouth. Now I'm going to see if I can show you with scale. Let's get ready to let her go because she's entirely too pretty. And again, I'm trolling, guys. I'm not doing anything difficult. I got minnows in tow. I do not leave without that net this time of the year. Okay, let me film her for Instagram too. Love. I remember I'm trying to hit I need 2,000 more subscribers. Look how, watch the splash. Guys, that was a crappie, not a bass, that made a splash like that. Okay? Listen, I'm using all of my rods. You can see the 9-foot yank stick on the end, orange Poseidon here, orange Poseidon here. I got the magic stick here. I got the Viper red here. Look, all these are cams. I got the emerald here, another emerald, and another 9-foot yank stick. I'm going to have the entire segment, so you guys, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to do a cutaway, so you'll be able to see all my specs of what I'm using. And look, I caught her in big water too. Okay? And let me tell you this. I missed one right before that, trying to turn the camera on. Man, yank, check me out. All right, guys, I'm going to show you this. I want to make sure I can show it to you on the phone so you can see it clearly, okay? When our website opens up, you see that red banner right there? See that red banner? It's always on the phone. It never leaves, okay? If you click that red banner, you can port between Cam's Crappie Combos, and you can port between camscrappiehole.com. Right now I'm on camscrappiehole.com. But if I click it like this, like that, it takes me to Cam's Crappie Combos. You see that? And look, there's the red banner again. I wanted to show you guys this so you'll be able to see it. You can port between the two stores by clicking that red banner. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm here also, guys, I want to show you this. When the website opens up, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom. You see all the items that we have. And you see that last video right there? Okay? Right up above that last video, sign up for our mailing list. You can see that right there. All you have to do is free. Just punch in your email address, and click the red button, enter. That's all you have to do. Stroll all the way down to the bottom until you see that one last video of that nice looking guy right there, okay? And right up above that, sign up for our email list, okay? We're approaching 8,000 on our email list. Guys, I want to tell you guys this. We've shipped almost 10,000 orders. By the turn of the spring 2023, we will have shipped 10,000 orders. Booked and shipped, already gone. Guys, I've been doing this for 8 years now. So let me have a seat right here. I want to show you guys some of the things what I've been experiencing in nighttime fishing right now as of last night, and also looking forward to spring 2023. Let me see if I can have a seat real quick. But I wanted to show you guys, please go on and sign up for our email list. And also, you can port between the two stores by that red banner. That red banner does not move, okay? Remember, everything you see here, guys, is free shipping. Anything less than $35, you pay a $6 flat fee. So anything above $35, you get free shipping. All right, let me have a seat right here. I want to show you what I got. You guys saw just recently that clip that we caught, that big 16 3/4. That right there was a sign for me that it's time for me to stop fishing. I'm a little bit different here, how I do things. When I start catching the real big crappie, because this is the second largest private lake in the state of Georgia, that's a sign for me to get ready to shut down, because what's inside of those crappie at that size, that time of the year, is more important. The eggs for spring, to regenerate for the next following year. It's just lake water management. When you guys fish on a big, 22,000 acre reservoir, you can just sit there and just take. But when you're on a small lake like this, even though it's the second largest private lake in the state of Georgia, you kind of have to watch your management, because this body of water belongs to the entire community. So I don't want to manage everything and then come in and just deplete. That's not the way that I do things. But we're at the top of the year, guys. I want to say thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys have shown me. And I want to say this to you. We're going to have coffee talk. That's what we're doing right now. We're having coffee talk. We're going to have some coffee and we're going to talk about fishing. That's what we're going to do, okay? What's new? Let's cover a few things real quick. Since we started 8 years ago, and in case of you guys don't know me, my name is Cam. I want to introduce myself. 2023. My name is Cam with Cam's Crappie Hole, YouTube. We used to call ourselves a fishing channel. We're no longer a fishing channel anymore. We are a supplier and we are a manufacturer, okay? Today, guys, we're going to do some homework because we're getting ready for pre-spawn 2023, which will be here in about 60 days. Actually, about 50 days, 45. For those of you guys that don't know me, today I'm going to try to just give you simple things that you guys, your eyes and your ears will be able to hear and see, that you have to be able to understand. Sometimes when you're crappie fishing, you can get too complex. You start off with trigonometry when you should be in, you're up there calculus and trigonometry when you need to be in math 101. Okay, I don't know why in high school you always wanted to pick the hardest math class, and you were embarrassed when you were in a remedial math class. Man, give me those remedial classes. I enjoy them. And don't let your girlfriend find out you were in those low-end math classes. Let me give you what I got, okay? We're a manufacturer and we are a supplier of crappie and panfish items, okay? We catch shell crackers, we catch big bluegills, we catch crappie. That's where we live. I grew up just like a lot of you guys bass fishing when I was a little kid. Matter of fact, guys, that's why I got a lot of love for these states that are surrounding Atlanta, Georgia. I was actually born in South Carolina. My birth certificate says South Carolina. Both of my parents are from Columbia, South Carolina, so I'm back and forth in Santee Cooper quite often. But I left South Carolina and was raised here in Georgia, but I learned how to fish and lived in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, so just to kind of give you guys a little bit of history of who I am and where I come from. And I've said this numerous amount of times, guys, there ain't no difference between me and you. I'm just that cat next door. The only thing is I tote along a camera every now and again, okay, and film what we do. Guys, we're one of the largest producers of plastics in the world for crappie, okay? We're one of the largest producers of jig hooks in the world, which lends hints to that nasty bend hook, okay? By the way, I want to tell you guys this. I got 2 cameras, because this go around, guys, I'm going to show you with this other camera, and you'll see it up there in the corner. So I can give you guys a close-up. So I won't have to be holding it up at this camera. You guys will be able to see it right here, okay? Whenever I want to show you guys a close-up, you'll be able to see it on that camera. We're one of the largest rod and reel dealers in the country. You guys can see all the rod and reels behind me. We got over 130 different types of rod and reels that are on the market. Right now I don't have the 9-foot and the 10-foot yank sticks. I'm having to slow production down because we got so many different items that we had to open up 2 stores. We were on the verge of doing 3 stores because in one store, camscrappyhole.com, and you'll see it down there at the bottom of the screen, we have over 900 products in that store. And if you saw at the beginning of the video, guys, if you want to join our email subscription, just when the website camscrappyhole.com opens up, just stroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll see one video, and when you see that last video at the bottom of the page, just stroll up from that video and you'll see enter email address and hit subscribe. It's free, okay? Guys, I got 5 new colors, almost 2.5 million new plastics that'll be here. 5 new colors that nobody else has. Nobody else on the planet has. The reason why I can create all this stuff, and I've tested it because I've been doing this for 8 years, guys, I create the colors, I design them, I manufacture them, and you guys can sit in the comforts of your own home and you can watch me use them, okay? And let me tell you this, I was just talking to one of my subscribers who I'll keep nameless for right now. I was telling them, guys, y'all are watching me, but you can't even see me, okay? Because you're used to coming in on YouTube and watching people fish. That's what you're used to doing, okay? People that push other people's items, they can't turn around and offer you a 100-pack, okay, when they're used to selling 40 packs. They can't do that. I can do that, okay? They can't give you 25% off of a pack of XYZ. They can't give you a pack of 5,000 pieces. They can't do that because it's not their products. These are my products. I can do that. Okay? They can't, if in fact you break your rod, you call me, Cam, listen, I did XYZ and give you a lifetime warranty on the rod, even if it's your fault, and replace it for life. A one-time accidental. They can't do that because they're not manufacturing rod and reels. I can. Okay? I'm kind of getting a little bit ahead of myself. I wanted to tell you guys on that big crappie that I caught, which, by the way, that season is over with. You see me using those bobbers, okay? And I was running that white knight below this bobber about 2.5, 3 feet. White knight, and I was just trolling through the water, okay? Had the bobber here, had that white knight, which is, by the way, you can pick that up in camscrappyhole.com. And I tipped it with a minnow, okay? And that's what I was running. Now, I'm no longer doing that anymore because I'm finished. That was in the winter. Okay, now we're getting ready to approach spring, okay? Spring is that pre-spawn is when the crappie the females, they start laying eggs, okay? And they're going to be in the shallows. If you're thinking about becoming a crappie fisherman, in the next 50 days, depending on geographically where you live, this is going to be the easiest time to catch crappie. And I'm going to show you what I will be using. So this is what I was using, okay? And I'm going to show you exactly what I will be using come spring. Remember, I want to tell you guys, if ever you have any questions, you need to reach me. My contact information is at camscrappyhole.com. Just reach out to me, okay? I talk to a lot of you guys, and if you know anybody that uses our products, or if you know anybody that has talked to me, my customer service is sick, okay? I try to handle as many of my customers as I can personally. That's how I roll, okay? My grandmother told me one time, she said, in order to be a good leader, you must first be a good servant. And I believe in that. That's the rule of thumb that I try to go by. But understand, you're not going to be able to please 100% of the people all the time. I realize that. But we give a grand effort to try that. So, let's go back. New for 2023. A lot of you guys have been buying my 40 packs. We don't sell ours in 12s. We don't sell them in 6s. We don't sell them in 7s. We don't sell them in 18s. We sell them in 40 packs. Okay? We've been doing this now for 8 years. You guys enjoying my channel. You can see we're bumping 30,000 subscribers on YouTube on my channel. If you don't subscribe to my channel, go to Cam's Crappie Hole, or just Google Cam's Crappie Hole and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that, okay? We need all the love and support. We're not funded by some corporate conglomerate company. Guys, you guys supported me, okay? From day one, you guys have been supporting me. And I get a lot of people say, well, Cam, I just found you. Why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? Man, you're late to the party. We've been doing this now for 8 years, okay? So if you just finding us great, come on in, have a seat, join us. We'd love to interact with you guys. If you have any comments, you have any questions, and a lot of my moderators will be able to answer any questions that you guys may have. Just type it down there below to YouTube, or go to our platform on Instagram, Cam's Crappie Hole Apparel on Instagram, or you can join us in our community on Facebook, Cam's Crappie Hole Community. We're 17,000 members there, okay, in 2 years. And all we do is catch crappie. Guys, come end of February 2023, I'm going to be catching crappie all the way to April. When April comes, we're going to jump on those shell crackers, okay? And by the time we get finished catching the shell crackers, we're going to be rolling into bluegill. Then the bluegill is going to hit come end of April, rolling into May, okay? Right after we get finished with the big bluegill, then the crappie are going to be in their summertime pattern come June. Okay, then from June, we'll head to Santee Cooper, and we're going to be catching those big shell crackers there. 14, 15-inch shell crackers, weighing pound and a half, pound and 3/4 shell cracker. Believe it or not, guys, pound per pound freshwater, I think that shell cracker is the hardest fighting fish that there is, okay? So, guys, this is what we do. All we do is just fish. All we do is fish. So I wanted to go back. Now for 2023, you guys saw this is a 40 pack. I also now offer in a 100 pack. Okay, let me put one down, put one up. You can see the difference. We're offering a 100 pack now. So if you know your favorite color, blue, black, and chartreuse with that hologram flake in there, you want a 100 pack, boom, we got it. If you still want to do the 40 pack, we still got the 40 pack. All right. So any order that you do that is above $35, from what I'm understanding, I hear they're tossing around $45 now. So you may want to go ahead, guys, and save yourself some money. Any order that is, I think it's $35 now, you get free shipping. But I heard them tossing around $45. The cost of everything has gone up. As a matter of fact, shipping, guys, we have had 4 rate increases in 2022 from USPS. 4 in 1 year. Okay, 2 from UPS, 2 from Federal Express. So things have just gone up. As a matter of fact, I was just having a discussion about the price of eggs have gone up from like $4 to $9 for 18 pack of eggs. I'm like, wow, man, that is insane. So, guys, if you want to save yourself some money, you need to go ahead and get your orders. Listen, don't wait till the last minute when spring, the weather starts getting warm, and order 3 days. Cam, where's my order at? I ordered 3 days ago. Guys, listen, during the spring, we're going to be swamped. Don't wait till the weather starts getting warm, because when the weather starts breaking, the weather starts getting warm, everybody's going to want to fish, okay? go ahead, don't wait till the last minute, get your items now. Now, this is what I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can show you. I forgot this camera right here. Okay, this is that monkey milk and chartreuse, which is one of our most popular colors. That's the 100 pack. If you want it in a curly tail, we got the 100 pack in a curly tail. If you want it in the monkey milk and a stinger shad, I got the 100 pack in a stinger shad. All you have to do is just go to camscrappiehole.com and just, you know, browse around, sit right there in the comfort of your own home. And let me tell you this, I gotta get ready to take these shades off and put that scully on my head because the temperature's starting to drop. I have to cover this. You guys are so much in love with our catalogs, that 20-page catalog, and people keep asking, Cam, I want to buy the catalog, I want to buy a catalog. Listen, when you do a major purchase, we give you the catalog free. Okay, you do any one of our rod and reels, you get a catalog free. You do, you know, $99, $89 worth of products, you get a catalog free. Okay. That's just how we roll. Now, I want to tell you guys, let's see, the email list I covered. I want to go into depth a little bit about you guys opening up and following us on YouTube. We show you fishing. Yes, we show you how our products work. We do that, okay? But we are no longer a fishing channel. We are a supplier of plastics, okay? We got over 8 million pieces of plastics. We're one of the largest jig heads out there. Hook jig head, dude. Nobody else has this nasty bin hook. Okay. Well, Cam, that's a sickle. Yeah, but it's how we sharpen our hooks. Okay. I've had a lot of cats tell me, Cam, listen, man, that hook, we had to get some 8-pound test line to bag that bad boy out of our skin because it's that lethal. It is. It's ugly. Okay. So you guys, with our hooks, you have to be extremely, extremely careful whether you like the non-painted. Okay. Whether you like the non-painted or you like the painted jig head. Okay, that's up to you. Okay, we have so many selections, guys. We got like 10 pages just in jig heads alone on our website. So when the site opens up, camscrappiehole.com, when the site opens up, go to the burger. You'll see 3, if you're on your mobile application, you'll see 3 bars. It's called a burger. Okay, you click on that and you see tackle, you see drop down drawers. Hit the plus emblem. And when you hit that plus element, it'll take you to whatever you want to go to from there, okay? Plus, when it opens up, we have a long page of just items. If you don't see what you like there on that first page, just go to that burger, click those 3 lines, and you see tackle, services, shipping. Just click the plus emblem, and it'll open up, okay? That'll kind of give you an idea of how to navigate around on your mobile device, okay? Me, I'm old school. I generally do on a laptop or either a desktop, all right? So, also, you'll see, as you saw on the beginning, you'll see a red banner that stretches on the bottom of our webpage. Okay, you can port back and forth between Cam's Crappie Combos and camscrappiehole.com just by clicking the red banner. Okay, you can port between both of those stores. Okay, and listen, in case you guys hadn't figured, I don't need somebody to tell me that we're facing a recession. I realize that things are tight out there. I definitely realize that. So I'm a fisherman, okay? As I told you guys, I'm just that cat next door, okay? I got a crowd out there of about 15 Canadian honkers. They're just sitting back there enjoying the sun. Oh, let me give you guys a tip also. If you're at the park and you start seeing when the weather starts getting warm and you see that those Canadian honkers are acting ugly, they fighting, they all over the place, they're chasing each other off, crappie biting. Or they're getting ready to start biting. That's a strong hint. When you start seeing your canna lilies or your buttercups coming up out of the ground, that's a strong sign the crappie. They're biting. You need to get on the boat, start searching. Seek and destroy. That's what you need to do, okay? And guys, end of February, depending on where you live, definitely in March, the big black males with their tuxedos are going to be out, okay? So I'm just trying to give you guys what I got. It's time to do homework so I can give you everything that you need. So come spring, do not wait. You can get on the water, guys. You can fill your freezer with crappie, all that you need. You're talking about a good eating fish. Between that and those shell crackers, don't sleep on those shell crackers. Those shell crackers are good eating too, especially when you get some, santee that are, 12 inches, 13 inches long. So today, what I'm going to try to do with you guys I'm gonna try to prevent you guys reeling in your crappie and they jump off right at the boat. Reeling in, and you know that crappie is hooked, and he gets off, and that rod goes from bent to straight. Okay, I'm gonna prevent that. My job is to help you land as many crappie in the boat or on land as possible. I know you guys have had this happen. You reach down, the doggone crappie jumps off. Okay, or you're battling, boom, and he's gone. Guys, you don't have to deal with that. My job is to increase your chances of catching crappie over 300%. That's my job. All right, so let's get into it real quick. This is what you guys grew up off of. I'm gonna show it to you right here. This is that little baby hook that you guys grew up off of. Me too. I can't sit up there and say it's not just me. Okay, this is that little hook that you got. Look, non-painted. Okay, let me show it to this camera so you can see it. That's that little hook. See that? That little old hook. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like with a plastic on it. Okay, let's see. Let's use this one right here. Now I'll be using curly tails, and I may even use some of my double tails. Let me show you how you guys are rigging them. Okay, you rig all hooks the same way. All plastics. I'm sorry. Okay, this is everybody else's hooks. This ain't mine. Okay, let me show you what we're dealing with. You see that little hook right there? You see that? That's a 2-inch plastic. You see that little hook? You see that? See that? Let me show it to you so you can see it. See the gap? Look at the gap. That's what I want you to pay attention to. I want you to pay attention. Look at that. You can see that perpetual tail, that movement in that tail. See that gap? That's what I want you to look at, that little gap. Okay, so if you got a 12, 13-inch crappie on, don't listen, hear me, but I want you to use your eyes and look. You see that little gap? That right there is the difference in between that crappie staying, that 12, 13-inch crappie staying in your boat and staying in the water. That little gap. Time you reach down to pick him up, he jumps off. You know why? Because of that little gap. Now, I'm going to take the same plastic. Let me show it to you right here. I'm going to back this hook out. I'm going to back it out. And we're going to put the nasty bend hook on there. I'm going to put it right here so you guys can see it. Okay, you just saw that one, right? Just saw that one. Same plastic, so nothing changes. Look at my hook. See that? It's a colored jig head. See that gap in that hook? And that plastic? Look at that gap. Look at that gap. Look at that gap. Guys, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. That's just laws of gravity. Keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. If you want something different, you got to try something different. Guys, just by switching to my nasty bend hook, you increase your chances of reaching down and grabbing that crappie and putting them in the boat and putting them in the frying pan with some hot sauce by 300% just by switching to that nasty bend hook. Look, that's a 1/8 painted. I got it in a 1/16 non-painted. Just go to camscrappyhole.com, guys. You can look through, you can sit right there. I said this earlier, and I kind of keep getting ahead of myself. I was talking to a buddy of mine, a subscriber, and we were discussing, you guys can't even see me, man. Listen, a lot of you guys are not used to having a guy on YouTube showing you over 2, 3, 4 million pieces of plastics, showing you all the nasty bend hooks, how they work. Look at all these rod and reels. Nobody else ain't coming on here showing you 130 different rod and reels. I just grabbed 20 of them. Okay? I just grabbed 20. I didn't grab all. Look, I just grabbed a few plastics. What I'll be using: blue, black, and chartreuse, hologram flake. Look, the black and chartreuse hologram flake. I'm going to definitely be using the curly tail. Okay? If you look at this. Look at the black and chartreuse stinger shad. If you guys are going to be vertical jigging, that's your thing. See if you can see that hologram flake in there. Can you guys see that hologram flake in there? Look, monkey milk, 100 pack. If you want to look, wait a minute. Monkey milk and chartreuse. Nobody else has this color. Guys, they're super soft, exotic plastics. We give each one of them a dose of mineral oil to help keep the vibrant color. Okay, I got colors that I've matched up, guys, that nobody else has. You can't buy them nowhere else but at camscrappyhole.com. The only place you can get them. This white knight, that white knight, you can't get that nowhere else. You can't get it nowhere else. If you want something that looks like a shad, that's what you're looking for. Okay, look, but one of the hottest colors that I own, that red, black, and chartreuse, with the hologram flake in there. Nobody else has it. Let me see if I can show it to you from this camera angle here. See if you see that hologram flake in there. Matter of fact, let me pull one out so you guys can see it. Ow. And we hand pack each one of them. Let me see if I can show you the hologram flake in there. You guys see that hologram flake? Let me put my hand behind it so you see that. Red, black, and chartreuse. Some of you guys use plastics. The curly tail don't even work. This 2-inch plastic right here will irritate crappie to bite. Okay, and I got 5 new colors. Listen, I need for you guys to make sure that you're subscribed so you get my next notification on my next video. I'm going to unveil a couple of the new colors. I'm going to bring them out maybe 1 or 2 at a time. Okay, and they will be here ready for sale on my next video. That's that red, black, and chartreuse. In 1 year, we sold like 2 million pieces of this red, black, and chartreuse in the spring. Okay, and by the way, I want to say this to you guys. 2022, we have booked and shipped all of our orders. We're just about at 10,000 orders booked and shipped. And if you know anybody that uses any of our products, talk to them about it. Ask them, how's Cam's product? Ask them, how's his service? How's his customer service? How's his shipping? We take our shipping guidelines very, very seriously. And the reason why when you guys do an order from us, whether it's camscrappyhole.com or whether it's Cam's Crappie Combos, we send you a confirmation email that's 7 to 10 working days. The reason why is because we hand pack each one of our items. Your jig heads that you order from me, we hand paint them for you. They don't sit on the shelves for 6 to 12 months. Okay? Any orders over $35, you get free shipping. Okay? So if you get a pack of this 100 pack, you get free shipping with it. Okay? You get 2 packs of our jig heads, you get free shipping with it. Okay? So the problem is I got about 80 fish in the freezer right now that I'm trying to get ready. We're getting ready for a fish fry. I'm collecting the wood right now, and we do those fish fries. If you want to see me over the last years or so do the fish fry, just go to my channel. Take a look, guys. We're documented. I don't have to sit up here and tell you things. Just go to my channel. You'll be able to see it. I'm documented with everything that we have. Okay. So whether you use a stinger shad or whether you use a curly tail, it's up to you. Okay, some people use a stinger shad for casting and retrieving. I generally run, this year I'm gonna run a double tail, or either I'm gonna run a single curly tail. Okay, now, what rod will I be using? That's a really good question. I'm gonna focus on 3 different rods this year right out of the chute. Guys, this is my Red Viper, or should I say the AKA Viper Red. It's a 2-piece, it breaks down. Comes in a nice traveling case, okay? It's a matte red finish, EVA split grip, soft to the touch. I'll be running a 6.6. Whether you want a 6.2, it's up to you. If you want a 6.2, you can go with a 6.2. You can see the EVA split grip, soft to the touch, Fuji reel seat, guys, anodized gears, 6-pound drag, surefire bail, soft to the touch reel. Everything about it, guys. Look at that's the Viper Red. Let me put it up here on this camera right here so you guys can see that. See the Viper Red? Okay. Now listen, let me tell you what you also can do on our website, camscrappyhole.com. You can build your own Viper Red. This is a 3-ball bearing cams reel here. This is a 3-ball bearing. Okay. It comes pre-spooled already. It comes pre-spooled professionally with a machine. We did this. Okay, so if you don't like dealing with line, it already comes pre-spooled. Now, this is a 3-ball bearing cams reel. If you don't like the 3-ball bearing, you want something that's a little bit smoother. Let me see if I can get it right here. The other reel that comes with this is our 9-ball bearing reel. Okay, so we take this. Hey, Poppy. There's Poppy. She just had to come out here and sit down and talk with me a little bit. Hey, sweetie. Hold on, I'm filming right now. Okay, so whether you want the 3-ball bearing reel or whether you want the 9-ball bearing, I'm filming right now. I'm filming. She wants to play. So it's up to you guys which one that you want. Okay, you can see the red matches the rod. Okay, this is the Viper red. Poppy, will you cut it out? Stop. Stop. She's the female of the house. She gets to run on everything. Okay, super smooth, guys. It has titanium gears in it. This will outlast me and you. Okay, you guys have seen me in the past on some of my videos, some of my Instagram. I leave these out for 6-8 months, the rod and the reel, in the rain, the heat, the snow, cold weather, the fog, just to test them. I still do my due diligence on all of my rod and reels. Let me turn you guys just a little bit so you can see me. Okay, let me show it to you. So whether you want the 3-ball bearing reel or whether you want the best that I have, which is the 9-ball bearing, you decide which one you like better. Okay, you can go to Cam's Crappie Combos and you can build your own rod and reel. Or in fact, at Cam's Crappie Combos, if all you need is just a rod, you can buy the rod separately. Okay, or if you just need a reel, you can buy the reel separately. Okay, everything on Cam's Crappie Combos comes with free shipping. Okay, so you make that decision. And I want to kind of say this while I got you guys here. We don't really necessarily look for everybody to purchase from us. We look for the crappie enthusiasts, the guys that really know their crappie gear and what exactly it is that they want. Now, that's the Viper Red, which I will be opening up with. Also, you guys will see me using the Silver Stallion. Okay, and all of my rods, every single rod that you see behind me is made out of carbon fiber. We don't use graphite, we don't use composite. Okay, EVA split grip, soft to the touch. You can see right here it says Silver Stallion on it, Cams. This is a Cams rod. I have it in a 6-foot, 6'2", and I also have it in a 6'6". I'll be running 6'6s this year. Okay, let me show it to you up close so you guys can see it. I'll be running the 6'6". That's that Silver Stallion. And it has sparkle, it has glitter in it. Guys, that is unbelievable. So I'm going to be focusing between the 9-ball bearing reel, the Viper Red, or the 3-ball bearing Viper Red, or the Silver Stallion, which is one of the ones that I'll be running. Okay, so I want to have a choice. You guys get a chance, man, just go to camscrappyhole.com or either go to Cam's Crappie Combos. You remember the red banister that you'll see at the bottom or the top. Okay, you can just click on it and you'll port between the two stores. Okay, so let me put this reel back over here so it won't be in my way. Let me see, make sure I covered everything. So, let me tell you the color jig head I will be running. I'm going to try something a little bit different this year. Let me take these shades off. Let me put my hat on my head, guys, because it's starting to get a little bit chilly. And by the way, let me give you the date too. It's 2 o'clock. We're in January. Okay, so 2023. Stay tuned. I want you guys to stay tuned because those plastics will be coming out, and I'm going to have them to you within the next week or two of me releasing this video, and I'm going to be giving a discount coupon while the weather's still cold. Now, once the weather gets warm, the discount code will be going away, and that's the #1 reason why you want to make sure that you go to our store to make sure you join our email subscription, because we send out coupons, we send out promotions, you know, bi-weekly, once a month or so you can save yourself some money. And speaking of saving money, I want to tell you guys this. I have 2 finance companies. I got Afterpay, you'll see it right at the top of the left-hand corner, both of them, and also in Cam's Crappie Combo, I got ShopPay, which will help you save you money. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example so you can see how this works. Okay, let's say that you order 2 packs of plastics, and just for the sake of conversation, this is $100. Okay, if you go through Afterpay, you go through ShopPay, you would go ahead and check out in our store like you normally would. Okay, you would check out like you normally would with your debit card or your credit card. You would check out, but the difference is between Afterpay and ShopPay, I will take your item, your entire cart, and break it up into 4 bi-weekly payments. Excuse me. So at checkout, if this is the $100, all that's due is $25. Once you pay your $25 at checkout, whether with your debit card or credit card, okay? Once you pay the $25, your items are immediately shipped to you. You still got 3 payments left, bi-weekly, okay? But you've already gotten your items. You're on the move, okay? After pay, shop pay, we will notify you a couple of days before your second payment due, before your third payment is due, before your fourth payment is due. Once you get finished paying for these at $100, no interest. All you pay is $100. That's it. We don't charge you no 25, 29% interest. We don't do any of that. Interest free. Okay? So remember, guys, if you need more than a 40 pack, we now have them in a 100 pack. Okay? Stinger shad and curly tail, both. Okay? So you just go to camscrappyhole.com. You'll see it, guys, when it open up. Also, right below here in the description, I'll have the hyperlinks. Right below the video, I have the hyperlinks. All you got to do is click, put it in your cart, check out, you're finished. Okay? So take advantage of Afterpay. Take advantage of Shop Pay in either one of those stores, guys. It helps save you some money, so you shouldn't have to choose whether you got to pay a gas bill or whether you want to go catch some crappie. You shouldn't have to do that. All right? One last thing I want to cover. You decided to be a good girl. You decided to sit down for a little bit, right? Guys, this is a hot color that I'll be running this year. Let's see if I can show you. I'm running the orange. Let me make sure you guys are still there. Yeah, I still got you there. I'm gonna be running the orange. Let me show it to you. That's that nasty bin hook. Let me show it to you real quick. Let me show it to you again so I can show it so you guys will visibly be able to see it. How I hook. This is a Stinger shad. I'm gonna show you on both of them, okay? I'm gonna show you on both of them. Here's the orange, okay? This is called my XXX hook. This is an ugly hook. It's all I use, okay? This is a big hook, but I still catch 9-inch crappie on this big hook, okay? 9-inch crappie. Let me show it to you. I wanna make sure you guys can see really, really good, okay? That's the Stinger shad. It looks like a minnow. That's the belly, and this is the tail, okay? Drop it down like this, take that hook, run it straight down the middle, about halfway. I can show you a little bit better. I'm gonna show you twice on the other camera too. Look, bring it, let me turn it around. Bring it right through like this, push it all the way up on the collar, boom. That's it. That's it. Just like that. I'm gonna show it to you from this camera angle again. Okay, let me take it off. I'll show it to you through two. I'm gonna use the green head this time. The Chartreuse is what we call it, actually. This camera angle here, you guys may get a better view of it. Push it right up on the collar. Boom. That's it. You guys can see that? I'm gonna show it to you in the curly tail too. This is that black and Chartreuse. See it? Black and Chartreuse. I'm going to be running that orange head this year. Okay? Take that, go right down the middle, the point, halfway through, bring that hook out just like this, push it all the way up on the collar. Hold on. Push it all the way up on the collar. Bingo. Guys, this hook is sick. If they even short strike this, so you can come and play around with it, because let me tell you what'll happen. 4 out of 5 times crappie will come up and they'll bite the tail. Let me come back here. They'll bite the tail. You won't even know it. Bite the tail. You won't even know it. Bite the tail. Okay? If you got wait a minute, let me go back. Wait a minute. You guys are still running this small hook, right? So you're running you got a 12-inch crappie. You got a 12-inch crappie, right? You got a 12-inch crappie. Look, and you're running this baby hook. Now, wait a minute now. You're a grown man. You're a grown man and you're still running this little baby hook. Let me show it to you. Push it all the way up on the collar. Look, you're still running that little baby hook. You see that? You're still running this little baby hook. Look at the difference. Don't even listen to me. This is a 12-inch crappie, mouth about this big. Mouth is about this big now, look. Crappie, 12-inch crappie's mouth about this big. You think this little hook, look at your chances. But wait a minute, here comes that nasty bin hook. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. What are the chances of that big old mouth with this big hook? Wait a minute. Let me go back again. I told you guys, I'm just going to show you. Look, 12-inch crappie, little hook, baby hook. You're a grown man still using this baby hook. You see what I'm talking about? Grown man still using the baby. Wait a minute. Same plastic, same 2-inch plastic. Look at the hook. Let me put it up here on this camera so you can see it. Look at the hook size difference. You see that? Now correct me if I'm wrong. 12-inch crappie's mouth is about this big. And you're using this baby hook. You're using this baby hook. Look at that. Look. What are the chances? 300%. Look at that big hook. Look at that. Which one do you think you have better luck with? Why? Because that's that nasty bent hook. Guys, camscrappiehole.com. You'll see it right down there. If you need help with financing, I got you. Okay? No interest. No credit check. Once I get to know you through the course of a year, I'll give you a credit line up to $2,000 in either one of my stores. $2,000. Afterpay or shop pay. Whatever you spend with me, I'll break it up into payments. Your entire cart, I'll break it all up into payments. The only person that will treat you is you. The only reason, one of my mentors told me when I bought my first Rolex, he said, the only people that buy Rolex watches are the people who feel as if they deserve them. If you don't feel as if you deserve something, nobody else ain't gonna buy it for you, okay? Listen, this is your boy Cam. I appreciate you guys coming out. We're gonna have a fantastic season. If you need a new rod and reel, if you need a new carbon fiber rod and reel, sensitive, accurate, 6'6", I'm gonna be in the water catching crappie. Come by and see me at Cam's Crappie Hole on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. If you have any comments, any one of my moderators will be more than happy. The subscribers around the world that will answer questions, just contact me, put it right down there in the description. I love the feedback. If in fact, one other thing I'm gonna cover. If in fact that you don't like EVA split grip, look, I got the Portuguese cork handle. The best cork comes from Portugal. Okay, if you're old school, you still like the cork handle, this is my nasty stick. Comes with a rod, comes with a reel. If you want to buy them separate, you can buy it. This is a 6'2", okay? Breaks down, carbon fiber, super sensitive, super accurate. Okay, this is the nasty stick. Let me see if I can show it right down there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it. This is my Cam's nasty stick, okay? 6'2". I designed these to catch crappie, guys, and panfish. You don't want to go out there with no bass reel that's a medium heavy, because in some places they call them paper mouths. You pull too hard, hook comes out, fish gone. Now you're going home empty-handed. Guys, thank you so much for coming by, stopping by and spending some time with me. If you need hooks, we're one of the largest dealers in the country. What I was telling you guys, a lot of you guys aren't used to me a cat coming on here showing you his personal stuff. 130 rods, millions of plastics, millions of jig heads, guys, and we do this bi-weekly. I come out here and I show you exactly how all of my items work, and you can sit back in the comfort of your own home and watch. All right, this is your boy Cam. Until next time, guys, keep those hooks wet, keep those lines tight, and we'll see you on the next turn.